Conversion Factors of 101. My name is Dr. Esther Trufan, and in this tutorial I'm going to explain to you how to use conversion factors in the context of chemistry. Let's start with the definition. Conversion factors are multipliers that convert a quantity expressed in one unit into an equivalent quantity expressed in a different unit. This simply means I'm going to take one value and I'm going to express the same value in some other words. For example, I could say that I worked on my project for 24 hours, or I could say I worked on my project for a whole day. Or I can talk about fuel efficiency, which is another application that you may be using every day, and that would include saying that if I put in 1 gallon of gas in my car, I can travel for 50 miles. Now, I don't want to test that out because I usually fill up my tank. Or I often use miles per hour, and you probably do too when you're commuting or traveling. And then you would think about how far can you travel if you maintain your speed consistently for a full hour. So we can ask a whole bunch of questions related to these types of everyday conversion factors, like how far can I travel if I have 4 gallons of gas in my car? And the way to set up this problem is to start with the amount that is provided in the problem, and that is the 4 gallons of gas. So I put that at the beginning. Then I have to use a conversion factor, which in my case would connect what I know, which is gallons of gas, to what I want to find out, and that is miles. Usually what I know goes on the bottom, so it can cancel out, and what I would like to know goes on top. The next step would be to plug in the numbers, and that would mean whatever I have for miles, that number has to go with the miles. So 50 miles goes on top, and the gallon of gas 1 goes on the bottom. Next step will be canceling out the unit to make sure that I have the right calculation, and then simply calculating the numbers, and it gives me the answer 200 miles. In chemistry, we use conversion factors to convert between units of different prefixes, and this usually applies to the metric system, but it could apply to a whole variety of things. Some examples would be 1 kilometer is about 1,000 meters, or I can express it as 10 to the 3rd meters. Or you may hear about gigahertz in your radio frequency, and that simply means that you have 1 billion hertz or 10 to the 9 hertz. The problems with these prefixes are similar to the previous ones, and I could ask questions such as how many kilometers are 76,500 meters. The solution is simple again. We start with the value that is provided in the problem, and then we use a conversion factor that connects kilometers to meters. Because we started with meters in our original value, we need to have meters on the bottom, and because we're interested in kilometers, we need to have those on the top. This allows us to cancel out the meters and receive our answer in kilometers. Using the numbers is identical to the previous problem. We start with what is known, we attach the appropriate values to each unit, and then we find our final answer upon canceling our units. Thank you so much for watching this video.